What's going on, everybody? It's Guns4Hire from YouAlwaysWin, and I've finally got a chance to play the Black Ops 4 beta, and I'm going to give you my sort of synopsis of what I like, what I don't like, that sort of stuff there. And this is a very early glimpse at it, though. I'm sure things are going to change. We're only getting a little taste. We don't get a chance or an opportunity to play the blackout mode yet. There's no search and destroy, which is what I really love playing. But for now, you know, let's take a look at it, and let's look at some of the finer points here that kind of make or break these games for us. You know, if you're a Call of Duty fan or you're a shooter fan in general. And, you know, I want to give it a fair shot, but I also want to be honest. I'm not paid by Activision. We're not in their back pocket like a lot of YouTubers are. We weren't invited to any events or anything like that. So whatever I say is my personal opinion, and that's it. Take it with a grain of salt. So the first thing I want to talk about is hit detection. I think it's actually on point. It's hard to tell sometimes, I think, when you're playing it, because the time to kill is pretty long on Black Ops 4. Longer than I can remember in past CODs. Like, I mean, it always varies. There's certain CODs where the kill time is really quick. And by that, I mean, like, how long and how many bullets it takes to actually kill a player. And I find it's quite long on here. And at first, you know, I never used to like that. I used to like quick kill time. I always found it frustrating, you know, when I got the jump on an enemy player. Like if I outmaneuvered them or they didn't know I was behind them and I started shooting, but they had enough time to turn around, drop shot, and kill me. And I was like, oh my God, that's so annoying. I hated that quick kill time. You know, that's the old, like, oh, you damn kids. But I'm finding I'm actually enjoying it. I'm open to the idea, and I think I'm embracing it a heck of a lot more in this title than I ever have. And I'm actually using it to my own advantage, you know. So when I'm getting hit, I'm power sliding, going around cover, hitting my stim shot, and then going back into the fight. So I think it's not a bad thing. I don't think that the long kill time is a bad thing, not from my perspective anyway. And the map layouts are actually great. You know, again, this is a big change for me in how I see Call of Duty. I don't know what it is, or maybe I'm less like, you know, old man and you dang youngins. I don't know, whatever it is. But normally I like a 3-laneway for search. You know, I like 3-laneway. It's more controllable. A lot of games have that sort of mentality, especially like CSGO even, which is like a pure search game. And, you know, traditionally back in the days of, say, Modern Warfare 2, which was, you know, something that I just absolutely loved. There was definitely like rundown, you know, 3 laneways, 3 bridges. It was easy to sort of control those, and I think that's why, because I never really relied, unless I actually had a team that I knew that I was going in there and I actually, you know, was communicating with. I like the 3-laneway because I could actually control it without having to rely on my teammates, you know, when you're playing in public matches. But I don't mind them. I mean, if you think about it, there might be generic 3-laneways. Who knows? We're not seeing all the maps yet. But from what I've seen, there's a lot of different routes that players can take. And I think what's good about this is it's forcing teams to really have to focus on their defense. It's not just a simple fact of 3 laneways. It's multiple routes. So if your team isn't playing as a team, they're going to open up holes like Swiss cheese. And then if someone gets through your front line, they're going to wipe out your entire team. So I think finding your friends and hopping, especially for search, I think this is going to force you to want to have, you know, a team that you can work on. Even if it's just 3 players, I don't think going solo and search on this is going to be a lot of fun. And a big change in this game is the stim shot health recovery system that they've added. And, you know, we're all used to in Call of Duty this auto recovery. This is the first time that they've ever done that. And what I mean by that is when you're shot, you don't auto recover on your health. You need to activate your stim shot, which if you look at the bottom middle of the screen, you'll see like the little health kit thing. That's letting you know that you have a stim shot available. And it just, you have infinite number of them, but they actually have to recover. You know, once you use it, it takes a little bit. They're actually pretty fast. And there is an attachment or an add-on where you can get your stim shots a lot faster. So, you know, at first I was like, oh, I don't know about that. But to be quite honest with you, I don't find it annoying at all. In fact, I found it to take very little time to get used to having to activate it after every engagement. It's just it's a habit thing. So I have it flipped. I have like default flip. So my ADS and firing are on my bumpers, not the triggers. And the triggers I have to activate stim shots and everything like that. But I find it's not hard. Like, you go into an engagement, you shoot, if you get hit, or even if you're not sure, you just shoot, get around the cover, and you click that R2 or L2 right away just to make sure. And if it's healing, you don't even think about it. Just get used to that. Believe me, if I can do it, you can do it. You know what I mean? I don't have the same reaction speed that I had 10 years ago, so believe me, if I can get used to it, it shouldn't be any problem with you guys. But I actually don't mind it. I like it. I think I get a lot of kills from it as well, because people are forgetting, or they're not hitting it fast enough, or they're trying to engage, and rather than hit the stim shot, they're thinking I'm going to go back out, and I think it's working to my advantage. I've been, you know, rocking a pretty steady KDR in this game. So I think, I don't know, for me and my playstyle and the what I'm doing, it seems to be, you know, jiving with what I do. And lastly, I want to talk about the movement. I think, you know, they've really done a good job in terms of the Call of Duty engine that they use. I find the movements to be responsive, very fluid, everything that you would expect from a Call of Duty, and always improved. I think they've done a great job. I think, you know, Treyarch as a studio has done an amazing job of making sure that Call of Duty feels like Call of Duty, fast, responsive, arcadey, just like crazy Twitch reaction shooter. And Black Ops 4, by even just in this beta, which usually there's a lot of problems, it's smooth as butter. It's super responsive. I got nothing bad to say so far about this game. So anyway, stay tuned to YouAlwaysWin. Be doing more videos and more reviews on this game as I progress.